Today, together with Huimin and Yuan Ping, you will learn how man uses machines to make work easy. Sochin?
One can do work like this, but the work is slow and the worker has to exert a great deal of muscular force. Or he could work like this, using machines. This way, he is able to do more work, yet using less force. To sew a dress this way would take a very long time. The sewing machine can sew much more quickly than we can. Everywhere we look, we can see machines. Any device that helps us to do work can be called a machine. This lorry is laden with bags of cement. This man is carrying a bag of cement on his shoulders. How long would it take him to empty the lorry? But if he uses this simple machine, the wheelbarrow, his work will be much easier.
Often, we think of machines as rather complicated devices. But actually, a complex machine is made up of many simple machines.
What are these simple machines and how do they help us do work?
Yes, that's what we're going to find out today. But first, let us do a simple experiment. Yuan Ping, you sit on the floor. And Huimin, you lift her up. You try and lift her up.
Lift her up.
Yes, you try and lift. Right.
I can't. She's too heavy.
You see that plank over there? Yuan Ping, you sit at this end. And Huimin, you try and lift her up at this end.
Yes, I can lift her up now. I don't even have to exert a great deal of effort.
You have just seen Huimin doing the work with the help of a plank. Huimin used a simple machine called a lever to lift Yuan Ping. A lever is a stiff plank or bar that turns about, a support.
An easy downward push at this end can be used to lift a heavy load at the other end. We can use a small force to overcome a big force. Using a lever, we can also change the direction of a force. A downward push at this end is changed to an upward push at this end. Have you ever used a lever to do work?
Once, I had to use a screwdriver to pry open a tin of paint.
Couldn't you have used your hands to do it?
No, the lid was on too tight.
Come, show me how you did it.
If I were to ask you to open something bigger, like that crate over there, what would you do, Yuan Ping?
I'd use a bigger lever, like a crowbar. Have you got one?
Yes, I do. Let me show you. Just put it there first. Like this. See?
Can I try?
Yes, you can try. Hold it here. Yes.
In this pair of metal shears, there are two levers, working together like this.
Let's now talk about another simple machine, the wheel and axle. The axle is fixed to the wheel like this. When we turn the wheel, the axle also turns in the same direction. What do you call this, Yuan Ping?
A mincer.
Can you find the wheel and axle in it?
I'm not sure. Let me see. Ah, here's the axle.
Yes.
That means the handle that turns the axle forms the wheel.
The handle turns in a circle like a wheel. Hui Min, remove the handle and see if you can make the mincer work.
No, I can't.
Now put the handle back on.
Now I can turn the axle easily.
So you see, a small force applied at the handle can overcome a big force at the axle.
Here are some everyday examples of the wheel and axle. Is the screwdriver a wheel and axle? I sometimes use it as a lever to open a can of paint.
Yes, when you use it that way, it becomes a lever. But when you use it to put in or remove a screw, it works differently. Can you help me to remove this, please?
Sure.
Now you try and remove this screw using a screwdriver without a handle.
Thank you. No, I can't. Even though I'm exerting a great force.
That's because the rod you're holding is only the axle. Put back the handle and try and remove the screw. Yes. It's coming out. Right.
We've learnt about levers and the wheel and axle. Are there any other simple machines?
Why, yes, Hui Min. In fact, the next simple machine that we will look at is something you see every day in school.
This sounds like a riddle.
Well, not really. What do you see every day at the flag-raising ceremony in school?
A flag.
And how do you raise the flag to the top of the flagpole?
We use a rope.
Watch this.
Yes.